Many people love badminton, including me. It's such an exciting, addictive, and fun sport. With only 2 rackets, 1 shuttlecock, and a good friend, you can easily spend a great afternoon together exercising.
What is badminton?
Badminton is a court game played with lightweight rackets, which are used to hit a shuttlecock. Matter of fact, the shuttlecock was a little stopper side of the equator, with 16 goose plumes appended, and weighing about 5 grams. Badminton is regularly played as an easygoing, open-air movement in a yard, or on a seashore. Formal games are played on a rectangular indoor court, and points are scored by hitting the shuttlecock with the racket, and landing it inside the rival side's portion of the court. Each side may just strike the shuttlecock once, before it crosses over the net. The play closes once the shuttlecock has struck the floor, or if an issue has been called by the umpire.
History of badminton.
Games utilizing shuttlecocks have been played for a considerable length of time, across Eurasia. However, the cutting-edge round of badminton created in the mid-19th century, among the British as a variation of the prior round of battledore and shuttlecock. Battledore was a more seasoned term for racket. Its careful birthplace stays dark. The name gets from the Duke of Beaufort's Badminton House in Gloucestershire, however, why or when stays muddled. As ahead of schedule as 1860, a London toy vendor named Isaac Spratt distributed a booklet entitled Badminton Battledore, a new game, yet no copy is known to have survived. An 1863 article in the Cornhill magazine portrays badminton as battledore and shuttlecock played with sides, over a string suspended nearly 5 feet from the beginning. The game may have initially evolved among officials in British India, where it was well known by the 1870s. Ball badminton, a type of the game played with a fleece ball rather than a shuttlecock, was being played in Tanjavur, as ahead of schedule as the 1850s, and was from the outset played reciprocally with badminton by the British, the woolen ball being favored in a breezy or wet climate. At an early stage, the game was otherwise called Pune or Pune, after the army town of Pune, where it was especially well known, and where the primary standards for the game were drawn up in 1873. At first, the game was played with sides extending from 1 to 4 players, yet it was immediately settled that games between 2 or 4 contenders worked the best. The shuttlecocks were covered with India elastic, and an open-air play, now and then weighted with lead. Although the profundity of the net was of no outcome, it was favored that it should arrive at the ground.
Facilities and equipment. The racket. It is quite light and can be made of wood, aluminum, metal, or synthetic materials such as granite or carbon. It weighs roughly 80 to 100 grams and is 68 cm in length. The shuttlecock. It is the official name given to the shuttle or bird. Originally, it is made up of 16 goose feathers and is firmly fixed in a leather-covered cork head. It weighs from 4.74 to 5.50 grams. It may be made of feathers, plastic, or nylon. The court. A badminton court is a rectangle shape and it is divided into two sides for two players. The length of a badminton court is 44 feet long and the breadth of the court is 20 feet long. For singles, the court is marked for 17 feet long or 5.18 meter. A court may be marked out for singles only. The back boundary lines also become the long service lines and the posts or the strips of material representing them are placed on the sidelines. There are two service areas on each side of the net. The right and the left service court bounded by a line running parallel to the net. It is called the short service line. The net and the posts. A badminton net needs to have a depth of 2 feet and 6 inches. When strung from the post on the side of the court, the top edge of each side of the net is 5 feet and 1 inch off the ground. The rules. A player must wait until his opponent is ready before serving. If the opponent attempts a return, then here is ruled having been ready. The feet of both players must remain in a stationary position until the serve is made. Your feet cannot be touching the line at this time. It is not a fault if you miss the shuttle while serving. The shuttle cannot be caught and slung with the racket. A player cannot hold his racket near the net to ward off a downward stroke by his opponent or to interfere with his racket. The scoring. A match consists of the best of 3 games of 21 points. Every time there is a serve, there is a point scored. The side winning a rally adds a point to its score. At 20 all, the side which gains a 2 points lead first wins that game. At 29 all, the side scoring the 30th point wins that game. The side winning a game serves first in the next game. The faults. Here are the general rules in playing badminton. First, if the bird falls outside the court. Second, a player is struck by the bird. Third, a player hits the bird twice in succession or a player and partner hit the bird on successive shots. Fourth, the bird is struck before it crosses the net. Fifth, the player touches the net while the bird is in play. Sixth, a player catches the bird instead of letting it drop. 7. The bird is carried on the racket. And lastly, a player obstructs an opponent.
First is gripping. Forehand grip.
What is the forehand grip? The forehand grip is mainly used for forehand overhead shots. It is an easy grip to learn and also provides a useful reference point for learning the other grips. How do you hold the proper forehand grip?
Using a forehand grip, your thumb should be along and parallel to the wide side of the handle. The thumb should be pressing comfortably while the rest of the hand holds the racket as if you're shaking a person's hand.
Backhand grip.
What is backhand grip? The backhand grip, also known as the partial or moderate thumb grip, is similar to the forehand grip. The grip is used to hit shots that are on the backhand side of your body. How do you hold a proper backhand grip?
In using the backhand grip, hold the racket as you would on a forehand grip. Turn the racket anti-clockwise so that the V shape moves leftwards. Place your thumb against the back bevel of the handle for greater leverage and power. The racket handle shall also rest loosely in your fingers.
Second basic skill is ready position.
Ready position. Your feet a little more than shoulder width apart. Your weight should be lowered a little, with your knees slightly bent. Your weight should be shifted forwards a little so that you are on the balls of your toes. Your racket position varies a lot depending on the situation. It should never be left to dangle near your ankles. Bring your racket up. Your racket should be held out in front of you and away from your body.
Third basic skills is service. Types of badminton services. High serve.
A high serve will prevent your opponent from executing a strong smash. Instead, a lob or a drop is more expected from your opponent.
Low serve.
The low serve is used when you want the shuttlecock to land in front of the court. A good low serve will have the shuttlecock flying just above the net.
Flick serve.
The fake low badminton serve can also be used to trick your opponent. Push your thumb and flick your wrist harder so the shuttlecock flies high and heads to the back of the court.
Backhand low serve.
A low serve, when executed beautifully, prevents your opponent from making an offensive shot.
Fourth basic skills is strokes. 4 basic badminton strokes. Overhead forehead strokes. Overhead backhand strokes. Underarm forehand strokes. Underarm backhand strokes. Fifth basic skills is footwork.
Footwork. Playing badminton is all about speed. The shuttlecock can move extremely fast and you must move faster than the shuttlecock to be able to hit it. Effective movement on the court is in form of asterisk form.
Philippines. Alicia Yasmin Leonardo to serve to Ko Kesara Lovo. Play.
Commencing the game. Outside. Inside. Misconduct. If the line judge does not see. Undue delay of service. Service too high. Other hand signals. Racket violation.
Inside of the service court without touching the line. This means that the player cannot stand on the line. The foot also can't go beyond the line.
Foot fault.
Racket should initially hit the base of the shuttle. This means the first contact of the serve cannot be the feather part of the shuttle.
Server fails to hit the bottom of the shuttlecock.
Thank you for watching.